Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your everyday English lesson. My name is Jennifer Nascimento with English Outside the Box. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for learning with me today. Let's just check to make sure everything is working. We are live. You are able to see me. Okay. If you are new, welcome. As I mentioned, I'm Jennifer Nascimento with English Outside the Box. This is your everyday English lesson, helping you focus on your everyday English skills. Now, these everyday English skills are going to help you live more comfortably, more confidently in English in your day-to-day settings. I help you with your pronunciation, conversation skills, vocabulary, grammar, and things that you need for your everyday life in English. If you are not new, I saw Dora, I saw Adriana in the chat, woo! Luis Antonio Suarez, Alessandro, Ahmed, Douglas. Okay, so Douglas mentioned just now I have a new background. So actually, I'm not at home, I'm traveling. I am staying with friends and family in my hometown in San Diego this weekend. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've seen the updates and things that I've been doing and some things that I've been sharing with you related to real English, connecting you with real English. So this is a beautiful background. I love these pictures, but it's not mine. Louisa, hello, welcome. Awesome. So today is going to be a little different than usual because we're going to jam through this lesson quickly. We're going to jam through it means we're going to go through things quickly. We're talking about pronunciation today, and we're focusing on 3 words that are incredibly difficult to say. They're words that I hear my students mispronounce a lot, and I just want to give you some tips and tricks to make it a little easier because they're common words as well. So hello to everybody in the chat. If I do not say hello to you personally, I'm so sorry. I want to get through this lesson, and I want to give you guys the practice that you need, and I want to help you out. So I see you in the chat. Say hello. Tell me where you're from. Connect with the other people watching. But know that I might not just say hello right away. So English pronunciation, it's difficult. You have to worry about sounds that you have maybe never pronounced in your language. When you have to pronounce sounds and words and things that don't exist in your native language, your mouth, your lips, your tongue, everything is having to do this new position. And this is all a muscle, so it's incredibly difficult to create some of these new sounds if you've never done them before or if they don't feel comfortable and natural. So that's what we're focusing on today. You want to practice rebuilding some of these muscles. So the 3 words that we're going to practice today. Now, these are going to be words that are pronounced a little bit differently when you say them individually. So the words that we're going to focus on today are asked, close, and months. Asked, close, and months. Now, individually, those words are a little different, again, when we say them individually and when we put them in a sentence. When we put them in a sentence, we link them together, we drop sounds, we reduce things, and they change. And that's what I want to help you do today. So if you're watching this live, if you're watching the replay, we're going to be reviewing some words together, and I want you to say these words aloud with me, aloud wherever you are, to practice. Now, if you're at work or you're in a situation that you can't maybe repeat them together right now, remember you can review this lesson and the full lesson notes on my blog and website later on today. It's going to post at 9 a.m. So if you want to watch the replay with the lesson notes from today, you want to go to EnglishOutsideTheBox.com and you can read the lesson notes. All right. Got it. So thank you for writing these words in the chat. We're focusing on asked, clothes, and months. But remember, we don't say it like that in a sentence when we're reducing. So how do we say it? Let's start with the word asked. Now, some of you watching, I know, are in my pronunciation course. In that course, you learned, and other learners have probably learned, that the verb ask has the ending T sound. So you have probably practiced it like asked, kt, kt. However, the word asked is a little different than the other K, E, D endings, like talked or walked. We don't actually really pronounce the kt in asked when we're linking it in a sentence. The easiest way and the trick for this word is to pronounce it like asked, A-S-S-T, asked, asked, asked. Okay? So say the words out loud with me, and we're going to say them in some sentences soon. So say the word with me. Asked, asked. Now let's put them in some sentences. I asked. I asked her. Your turn. I asked her. I asked them, if we're saying it slowly. However, linking this together, I asked them. I asked them. I asked them. And the last sentence that I want you to practice with me, saying out loud, either right now or later in the replay, is I asked if she could. I asked if she could. I asked if she could. So that is the trick to the word asked, because it's not going to sound like that in a sentence. Asked, asked. I asked him. I asked if she could. Asked, asked, asked. All right, awesome. Good job, everybody. Awesome, awesome. Moving on, the next word we're talking about is clothes, like the things that we wear. Clothing, clothes. Now, this word is difficult because of the T-H-E-S ending, the ths. Clothes. You guys know that that TH sound, our tongue has to come forward in between our teeth, and then th. So our mouth is having to do a lot of moving in that clothes in a sentence that doesn't happen so easily and so naturally with native speakers. So Luis Antonio Suarez already gave the tip. What you can do with this is pronounce it like close, as in open, and the opposite, close. Like I close the door, right? Close, close, close. So practice with me. Close, close. Okay, so you don't need to do the at the end when you're linking the sound in a sentence or saying it naturally in your conversation. So let's review some sentences. Repeating after me, live or in the replay. I have so many clothes. I have so many clothes. Put the clothes away. Put the clothes away. Clothes are really expensive here. Clothes are really expensive here. Awesome. So Mohammed writing close, Luis Antonio writing close, good. We have Eduardo, Luis writing the sentences, Eduardo writing the sentences, awesome, awesome. And Ed Nilsson, welcome to the pronunciation course, by the way, hello, hello. Put the clothes away, awesome. Okay, so clothes. You can pronounce like the word clothing as an open close. Close. And remember, if you're watching this live, you can read these sentences and the notes on my website. But we have Eduardo and Luis Antonio Suarez writing the sentences in the chat if you're watching in the chat. So you guys can definitely read those sentences. Thank you for putting those in there. And in the final word we're going to review today, months, as in the months of the year, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. These words that we're reviewing today are incredibly common. And this word months is going to be incredibly common as well because you might use it to talk about all kinds of things. Your birthday, when you're going on vacation, you'll need it a lot to talk about job interviews. How long have you worked for this company? 1 year and 10 months, etc. So months is going to be a word that you'll probably need a lot in your everyday English. But notice we're not going to say months. The trick for this word is to pronounce it like months. Months. So it sounds like M-U-N-T-S. M-U-N-T-S. Months. 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 So repeating after me, months. I think I heard you. Good, good. Let's review some sentences that you can repeat with me. Repeat with me and just quickly, because we have a lot of people writing in the chat. Thank you. So it sounds like M-U-N-T-S, which is why I say it sounds like M-U, ma. It's not Mao or Ma or any of the O type sounds. And Luis Antonio Suarez, it's not mantis. It looks like you wrote mantis in the chat. So it doesn't have an A, it's an ma, Okay, reviewing some sentences together. I'm going to say them once and you can repeat them after me. Are you ready? There are 12 months. There are 12 months. It's been 3 months since I saw her. It's been 3 months since I saw her. Months have gone by. Months have gone by. Months have gone by. Awesome. Everyone writing in the chat, there are 12 months perfectly. So Dora wrote months. It's not so much months, but months. 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 Awesome. It's been 3 months since I saw her and months have gone by. So again, if you're watching live, you can see the sentences that I've written in the chat from our wonderful participants writing it in the chat. And the lesson will be posted in about 15 minutes online as well. So what have we reviewed today? We have reviewed 3 difficult words that are really common in everyday English. And it's really important for you guys to learn these tricks of how to pronounce them a little bit more naturally so you can link and say them naturally so you can be more successful in your jobs, or you can have more confidence while you speak. So definitely pay attention to these tips and practice. Let's do one really quick review and then we'll wrap it up. So in this lesson, we reviewed asked, which sounds like A-S-S-T, asked. I asked her, asked. I asked him. Next, we reviewed clothes, like what you wear. And in this, you pronounce it like close, as in open the door, close the door, close, close. I have a lot of clothes. Clothes are really expensive. And finally, we reviewed the word months, as in January, February. We had some in the chat. Ed Nielsen said, it's been 2 months that I've been looking for a job, so months. And this one sounds like M-U-N-T-S, months, months, months. In the, on my website, on EnglishOutsideTheBox.com, remember, you are going to have access to the lesson notes. You're going to be able to read the sentences that I've written, read some of the tips, read some of the things that I've talked about today. So answering some of the questions, I mentioned has that sound. It is the schwa, M-A-I asked, and world. Side note, Abby vlogs world. Pauline, yes. Awesome. Luis Antonio, yes, writing the months. But Luis Antonio Suarez, your last one, months, still has that TH symbol. So it's more of a months. So what you can do to practice, because as you know, practice makes perfect. You want to repeat these sentences aloud as much and as often as you can. Pronunciation is all about repetition because you need to, as I mentioned, build the muscles, the comfort, the naturalness of producing these sounds in English. Remember, you need to reverse or change years and years and years of speaking in one way in your native language. Well, now in English, you're going to be introduced to new sounds, and these new sounds are created by the position of your mouth, your lips, your tongue, where they go, how they connect with your teeth, etc. So it's really important to practice and work on repetition to build the strengths of these muscles. Just like you can't expect to have big guns right away, you have to do repetitions multiple times throughout the week. If you can do some pronunciation exercises every day, 5, 10, 15 minutes every day, that will definitely help your pronunciation. So you can do this by repeating some of these sentences in the morning when you get up, and maybe repeating some of them before you go to bed. Maybe when you're doing your hair in the morning, you can be saying months, asked, close, repeating things and doing some practice. So you can re-watch this video, read the lesson notes on EnglishOutsideTheBox.com on my blog, and remember, on my website and on this YouTube channel, there are hundreds, and I mean hundreds of other English lessons related to pronunciation, and as I mentioned, other videos to help you with your everyday English skills. So grammar, vocabulary, listening, some reading, all kinds of skills to help you improve your English. So we are going to wrap up this lesson, which means that we are going to finish this lesson. If you have any questions, you can write them in the chat or you can write them in the comments below this video. I would love to have you create some of your own sentence examples using asked, close, and months, and write them in the comments below this video. And you can give other English learners more sentence examples to practice with. So you can review the sentences that I've said in this video, the sentences that are on the lesson notes, but write some more and help each other with even more sentences. So we are going to wrap it up, as I said, looking back in the chat to make sure there's no questions that I want to answer. Thank you for wishing me a nice trip. We're actually heading home today, this evening. So next week on Tuesday, you'll see my world map. You'll see my regular background. So enjoy your trip. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for learning with me today and taking time to learn English here on English Outside the Box. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share with your friends. And I will see you next week. Have a great day and happy studying. Bye-bye.